Hey, hey, hey. We are black and we are back. Back to back and black. Hey. Hey. What is going on? You already know who the fuck I am. Coming back to you again, back to black. Shout out to all my niggas that can't celebrate this clown ass holiday because you got to take your ass to work. Shout out to all my niggas that can just chill at the house because some of these jobs ain't opening back up. Shout out to all my finessers that I'd rather figure out how they can finesse than even try to attempt to go get any type of a hustle or unemployment or anything. Hey. Shout out to all my bitches that's out there hustling this pussy, giving two for one special type shit for the holiday. Hey. Hey. Shout out to all my niggas that been working hard all week last week just to get to this holiday. Shout out to the motherfuckers that's like, damn man, the casinos ain't open. How the fuck am I even supposed to be chilling? Hey. Shout out to all you motherfuckers that's like, God damn, it's hot to the motherfucker. It ain't even the summertime yet. And much power and respect to the motherfuckers that's at the corporate plantation. Again, handling the business, doing what needs to get done to take care of their family. What's happening? 0666. That's a crazy name, nigga. Shout out to all you motherfuckers that's like, damn, I forgot to watch The Real Housewives. Me specifically, I like to watch 90 Day Fiance, especially a motherfucker with the no neck. That motherfucker, yeah, me rolling. Shout out to all y'all niggas that watching 90 Day Fiance. But what about the white dude trying to meet the Russian girl? Niggas spent $100,000 trying to meet a bitch that you can only chat. Man, that shit be killing me. So shout out to motherfuckers that be watching 90 Day. It's a very, very good show. I just like it because they don't just have niggas on there looking dumb. Except for the one black lady talking about, yeah, I really want to be with Williams. Because Williams ain't been lying to me. Because I don't know what happened today. Y'all need to watch 90 Day Fiance. This black lady like 50 years old. And she like, yeah, I'm dating this guy. His name is Williams. First of all, his name is Williams? I don't know. Williams, his IG got hacked. His Instagram got hacked. So Williams don't even know what's going on. I'm like, damn. Why would they have a black bitch on here looking dumb? So shout out to that sister. Shout out to the niggas that watch Lovebirds. Lovebirds is okay on Netflix. So shout out to motherfuckers that did that. Shout out to all you motherfuckers that's out there that's trying to get to the drive-through church. Can I get an Idi Ashando? A Hail Mary? A Father in the name of Jesus? Jesus is on the main line. Can I get that in the combo, please? Oh, man. And shout out to my bitch that's auctioning off that pussy. Yeah. 65, yeah. You know what them bitches is doing. Bitches is trying to brokerage deals on Amazon.com. Like, hey, bitch, I ain't get my pussy yet. Bitch, you getting 1 star. Matter of fact, I'm calling fucking Amazon Prime and let them know, hey, I don't want this shit no more. This bitch ain't come through with the pussy like she's supposed to. I'm supposed to get 2-day shipping, motherfucker, on that pussy hole. Shout out to all you motherfuckers that believe that the government is really here to help us through this scam-demic. So shout out to y'all that believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. Nigga think that it's a nigga fat white man riding around on a sleigh, dropping off presents. Nigga, when you come to the black community, drop off those reparations, motherfucker. And so shout out to motherfuckers that believe in that bullshit. And shout out to all you, y'all know I gotta do it. Shout out to all you coons and sambos that's at the job like this. This is how they be at the job. You know, cause you know, they always look up. What you need me to do, boss? You need me to work 4 days straight with no sleep, boss? No problem, boss. I give you, I don't know that, boss. You wanna know who was doing what? I'll give you every account and detail of everything everybody else is doing, boss. I know it ain't my job, but I do it anyway because I do it for you, boss. Those motherfuckers. Y'all know that they exist. So stop trying to act like they don't. Shout out to them coon, clown, Sambo, Steven from Django, tell him about the gun line boss, Hayward Shepherd motherfuckers that get off on telling on a nigga. Boy, I slap the fuck out of a nigga right now. I hate that shit. Like a nigga want to be at work as it is. But anyway, I'd say we got to give props to those motherfuckers. Those people keep you on the toes. They keep you wanting to read these books. They keep you wanting to study and be on top of your game. So we need those clowns, Sambos, coons. They make life easy. You like, how you figure that? Yeah, they do, because they keep you on your toes. Make you want to study. So shout out to them. Shout out to, you know what? I want to send a special shout out to niggas that done had money and they ain't got it no more. And they done stunted and flossed on everybody. And now they ain't got it. Let me stop. Nigga walk around having all kinds of money, then 5, 6, 7 years later, nigga ain't got no money. You can find Waldo before you find that motherfucker. So shout out to those niggas. I got relatives, not close relatives, but relatives in my family. Man, fuck, I don't give a fuck. I got relatives in my family. They didn't have no money. They was running up behind niggas. Then they get a little bit of bread. They act like they don't even know you. And then when the nigga ain't got no money no more, they come back around talking about we family. So shout out to those finessing ass family members that ain't got shit else to do but to finesse and prop and frame pictures on social media like they doing this and that and traveling and don't even know where they gonna get their next meal from. So shout out to those motherfuckers. And shout out to motherfuckers talking about they saved and sanctified, and you just busted their asses coming out of Lee's Liquor if you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, buying some Jack Daniels. Talking about they saved and sanctified. Was that before or after you getting the Jesus juice, bitch? Man, what is going on, man? Man, there's a lot of shit going on. I ain't gonna get on everything. But I am going to talk. We are definitely going to talk about this Memorial Day massacre. There was a shooting in Chicago, and it was this is what, kind of fucks with me. 9 people were dead, 27 were injured, and it's the deadliest shooting since the Memorial Day weekend in 2015 in Chicago, where 12 people were killed. It's like on one hand, you got people celebrating the Memorial Day weekend and barbecuing and doing all this other shit, and then you got all this violence and gunplay in Chicago. And my thing is, isn't that where your boy Obama from? And what I really scratch my head about is, but this is the motherfucker we still praising. Oh, well, he can't change that. Yes, you can. If Rahm Emanuel can hold that video of Laquan McDonald until after he won his shit, then why they can't go in them neighborhoods and make sure you're not building relationships with the gangs and with the people on the street? Where it ain't this type of violence. And violence begets violence. Let me tell you where the violence comes from. The violence comes from the dominant society. They're the most volatile motherfuckers that's been on this country, been in this country the last 450 fucking goddamn years. So this is where this behavior comes from. This is socialized trauma. That's why it's so funny. I was having a conversation with my nieces and nephews and my siblings, and they had brung up something, and it made me laugh that I had said on a podcast before. My nephew, he was like, Man, I was dying laughing when you was like, mental health? Nigga, it wasn't no fucking mental health in the goddamn slave days. Niggas was too busy worried about getting their ass whooped. Getting lynched. You had time to go sit down and talk to somebody and be like, well, what's the problem? Man, I'm just worried about getting lynched and getting killed and getting raped. They didn't even have time for that. But now they pushing this fucking, no, you know who needs the therapy? No, we don't need therapy. We need reparations, motherfucker. We need the money that y'all owe us. That's why I don't give a fuck about these fictitious holidays. These holidays will only mean something when you give us our land, wealth, and our resources. Then we ain't got to be bothered with you. And y'all can go and do what the fuck y'all want to do. And then we can do what the fuck we want to do. And we ain't got to be going to work and going to the corporate plantation and playing corporate politics. That's why I was telling them, I said, you notice, you go on the corporate plantation, but when you get off of it, you see everybody got their flags. The Dominicans got their flags, the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, everybody got their flags, right? But when you step inside those four walls of the corporate plantation, all that flag and shit goes out the window. Who does every other racial group mimic when they get on the corporate plantation? The dominant society. White people. Because you can't, because first of all, if you work at a corporate plantation, you cannot be speaking in Spanish. Because that's most rules on every corporate plantation job. You can't speak no other dialect but English. But everybody want to act like they so prideful. If you're prideful, in my perspective, and you want to think you're so prideful, then you would be like the other Latino brothers and sisters to go stand at the Lowe's and the Home Depot and go be a landscaper. So you can be your own boss instead of going and conforming to the dominant society's ways. That's why I be laughing at motherfuckers acting like they got so much racial pride. Well, if you got all this goddamn racial pride, then why the fuck are you at the goddamn corporate plantation mimicking and replicating what the fuck they do? Just I had the conversation too. I was telling my niece and them, I'm like, that girl Doja Cat, let me tell you something. She's Caucasian and African. First of all, she's not a native black. That's one. Two, she's Jewish. The secret relationship between Jews and blacks. Just go get the book. And then that'll tell you why in the NBA, when Donald Sterling went on that nigga rant about niggas and Magic Johnson, they didn't sell it to a native black person. They sold it to another Jewish person, Caucasian. So what does that tell you? Like I called out the motherfucker on Twitter. Oh, that book wasn't cited by Jewish scholars and one of the names. So I started taking pictures and sending it to him on Twitter. No response. And I said, so you mean to tell me we're going to negate the fact that the Jewish elite run the banks? They're behind the Federal Reserve? Motherfucker didn't want to answer that shit. That's why each one has to teach 21. And understand that you are a prisoner of war, and I'm going to keep saying that. You are a prisoner of war, and you're not safe. Period. But you got so many Sambos and coons and motherfuckers that feel like if I could just throw this nigga under the bus, I'm going to get a pat on the head. That's why I told those stories I told on the podcast yesterday. Because that shit really happened to me. I've really experienced that. Where you get around niggas and niggas act like they got to act a certain way and treat you all fucked up. That shit still goes on to this day at most corporate plantations. And that's why I look at it like, well, what the fuck holiday we supposed to be celebrating? Half the niggas that can't even go to work. But niggas is sure running to the beaches, ain't they? Nigga, y'all not gonna be able to keep niggas in the house unless y'all institute martial law. And then you got people talking about, oh, well, the second wave is coming. Nigga, what you mean the second wave? Nigga, what? Nigga, who? Nigga, what? Nigga, who? Come on, man. What you fucking mean the second wave? So that's letting y'all know right now. You better get ready, because time is winding up. They finna hit you for the woo-wop, and then niggas gonna be so discombobulated and so turned upside down, inside out, motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, I didn't even see this shit coming out of left field. Man, I thought everything's gonna be all good. Anytime you know the government want to give you some bread just on GP, they not giving you shit on GP. They don't give a fuck if you are struggling. In 2008, when the housing crisis took a shit, they didn't get no niggas no money. They gave the money to the banks. And then the banks was still fucking niggas over with their mortgages. I remember, man, my Italian OG, I remember he told me, he was like, man, fuck these motherfuckers Fuck these banks. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's predatory lending. Motherfucker talking about, I remember he told me, motherfucker was like, oh, we'll work with you. This was, Bank of America. Gang of America is what I want to call them. So they like, oh, we'll work with you. Mortgage was like $2,700, no, $2,800. Them motherfuckers was like, okay, we'll bring it down to $2,500. Nigga, what is that? I ain't working no job. The fuck you mean? Well, this is the best we can modify this shit. Well, how about you don't modify shit and I just don't pay the motherfucker and save my bread to go where the fuck I... That's why a lot of motherfuckers just walk away from that shit. Like, fuck it. I ain't paying the shit. And motherfuckers act like that shit did not happen and it won't happen again. Why you think they like, oh, well, we got to reopen up in phases? Then I'll say it again. What the fuck is Bill fucking Gates? Why are we even dealing with him? And then people so focused on Deja Cat. It's so much other shit going on. Like, why y'all even worried about this half-breed bitch? This bitch, who gives a fuck whether she cares about niggas or white people? Stop building up these motherfuckers and giving these people a platform, and then when they spit and kick you in the teeth, then you all pissed off like, oh, well, why they acting like that? Come on, man. I just don't understand that shit. I really don't. Just like motherfuckers, just like how Dame Dash was going after culture vultures and shit. Everybody thought he was the bad guy because other niggas were being paid by the culture vultures in the dominant society. But if you listen to Lee R. Cohen's interview, if that ain't no white racist, man, I just feel like the majority of the niggas that's in the industry, I guess they don't know what racism really is. Just because they come amongst you and laugh and joke with you and smoke cigarettes with you and drink and maybe smoke weed with you, that does not mean that they're your friends. Go watch that movie Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. All those fucking Jews. And that's why Adam Sandler was the biggest shystest motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck about no niggas in that movie. He portrayed a typical, in my eyes, a typical Caucasian white male. So when you look at this violence in Chicago and all that, the government could clean that up. Programs, seed money, aid money. So motherfuckers are not forced to be in projects. Matter of fact, the government could be like, all right, we're not doing no more projects, period. We're making everything condos. We're going to get private investors. And if you want to stay here, all you got to do is maintain living here and handle your business. You're more than welcome to stay. But what they do is they create this atmosphere where we're poor and disenfranchised and then have us looking like we the crazy people. Then they allow other racial groups to come over here and band together and build their communities. And then those racial groups talk shit about the niggas. And then we be so frustrated. Do we fight the other racial groups? Do we fight the dominant society? Like, who the fuck do we fight? Because it's everybody against us. That's a fact. These people are not in your corner. They ain't never been in your corner. How many racist movies do y'all need to watch where you're like, oh damn, they ain't really fuck with niggas like that? But I think a lot of it comes from because we want acceptance from them. And you want them to think that you cool and all that, you educate and all this other stuff. That's why I be looking at people. As I'm turning the pages on my book or whatever book I'm reading at work, I just be looking at them. Because I'm not here to impress you. Why would I impress some people I don't know? Why would I impress people that I do know? I should have to impress them because they should already know who the fuck I am, where I come from. I should have to go around impressing motherfuckers. Now they didn't reopen up the churches. So now the churches could hustle and make their money. You know, like they've been doing. That's why I was reading that shit. I'm like, damn, man, all this fucking violence. I don't give a fuck with nobody. So I'm blaming on dominance. It is their fault. First of all, you going to come to a place. This is what we was having a conversation, too, about They Came Before Columbus by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. And I was having a conversation with one of my siblings. And she's like, Dan, you right. How the fuck you going to discover some shit and the motherfucker was already there? And you didn't even know how to get there because people don't know Christopher Columbus's clown ass got lost in the sea. He didn't even know where the fuck he was going. So he needed the Moors to not only build the ships, because those were the ships that he was on, Morris built them. He needed Morris to navigate the fucking way to the other countries, because he didn't know where the fuck he was going. He got lost and wrote the shit down in a diary. And also wrote down in the diary how he never seen metal like this and gold. But we here praising the motherfucker that didn't discover shit. It's almost like praising Elvis Presley. And motherfuckers talking about Graceland. Man, fuck a Graceland. And make Elvis Presley rot in fucking hell. He wasn't nothing but a goddamn culture vulture, and he was a thief. Come on, man. That's the problem. Then you got motherfuckers, again, I'll say, like Joe Biden, Crazy Joe, the 94 crime bill. Oh, if you're not voting for me, then you ain't black. That's bold to say. That's but you know why he was bold enough to say? Because he know niggas ain't gonna do shit no way. He knows suck-ass niggas gonna still go out there and vote for him just off the mere strength that he ran with Obama. And he was the vice president. So he like, fuck it. I'm the best chance to beat Donald Trump. That's why when that motherfucker tell me, well, you know, you gotta get Trump out. No, I don't. As far as I'm concerned, Trump is not doing nothing that we have not already experienced from other white racist supremacists. He ain't doing nothing no different. Why is everybody acting like he doing something so, like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But Joe Biden institutes the goddamn crime bill, and everybody acting like, oh, well, that nigga even was like, well, the crime bill isn't the reason why black people were in prison. Well, why? Well, the mandatory minimums and the drug, but that all stems from the crime bill. Right? Yeah, but there were some things that I didn't like. Deflect. Deny. That's why when you see, to me, a Caucasian person in dominant society, you know, successful, you shouldn't be mad. You should be like, well, they supposed to be successful. It's their system. It's designed for them. That's why some Caucasians, they get a high off going to the corporate plantation and fucking with people and doing shit. Now, this is Vegas. Vegas getting real small. It's going to be a matter of time before somebody do some fucked up shit to a nigga at the job, and that same motherfucker going to come back and fuck their ass up. That's what's going to happen. But a lot of times, man, I just feel like we as people, we don't be paying attention because we don't care. Because you know why? Because life makes it that way where it's a rat race. So you don't have time to be paying attention to your family, your cousin, no nothing. Because you're in the rat race. So you can only focus on yourself. Well, you don't think the government has designed it that way? Well, we don't want niggas concerned about other people. We want niggas to solely be concerned about themselves. So we're going to strip them of the resources, the land, the wealth, the opportunities that they have. And the reason why we're going to strip them of their resources so they can fight, kick and scream amongst each other, kill each other. Now they're doing our job. And then we'll promote an Afro-Latina. And what I don't get about these Afro-Latinos, period, when has that ever became a word? Because I know back in the day, nobody wanted to associate with black people. Oh, kind of like today. Well, it's a little different today because now everybody wants to be cool and do hip-hop and R&B. So now they'll associate with a nigga all day. But back then, when I was growing up, I never seen no Latinos get their hair cut like niggas. Now, that's all you see. And it's like, wow. Whatever happened to the Hispanic pride? And I'm not saying that it's going anywhere, but it's almost kind of like, well, we're going to infiltrate y'all movement because we kind of like what y'all got going on, but we want to see how strong it is because we want to see if we can corrupt it and destroy it. That's why I'll be waiting to see how many people you have. Let me ask Joe Biden some questions. I'm going to be like, so Mr. Biden, do you have a problem with an FBI director being the director for 40 years? And I'm pretty sure he'll be like, no. Do you have a problem, or would it be fair to say that J. Edgar Hoover was a white supremacist? No, I don't think. Oh, he wasn't? And then I would take out that book, The Burglary, and start reading those chapters of when those white people fucking made copies of all those documents signed and sealed by J. Edgar Hoover about him seeking out and destroying the next black messiah. What I don't get it. Niggas don't even know that. Most niggas be like, oh, for real? Nigga, that's a problem when there's an FBI director that's been an FBI director for 40 years. And ain't nobody say shit. And he a cross-dresser. Now, what kind of shit is that? Man, get the fuck out of here. And ain't nobody say shit about it. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. It's a fact. As Nitty Fuller Jr. says, when you see two white people arguing, if they're not trying to replace the system of racism and white supremacy, that's just two people, white people arguing about who's gonna be the biggest slave master. So while you jumping on this motherfucking side or jumping on this motherfucker, I ain't no, you know what side I'm on? The side of reparations for Native blacks. Oh, and by the way, if you're here illegally and your parents didn't build this country, and I'm not talking about picking fruit and fucking standing outside. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the last 80 years. I'm talking about if your parents are not foundational black parents, Native blacks who built this country from top to bottom, you're here for unearned benefits. I don't care what you say. You get mad. You can be like, oh, that's fucked up, but it's the truth. You're here for unearned benefits that you shouldn't receive. Well, why you say that? Well, because I can't go to Mexico or Jamaica or China, anywhere else, receive benefits, get those benefits, spend on what I want, flip it, turn around and talk shit about the natives that live there. I'd be dead. But this is the only country where they're allowed you to come here and have a thought. Go look at these county buildings. It ain't just a whole bunch of niggas in there, a whole bunch of Latinos in there too. Having baby after baby after baby. Like Paul Mooney said, boy, they can fuck. Is there any more room? Y'all need to go watch that motherfucking Paul Mooney. That shit is funny. It's real. But we get the stigma that niggas like to have a whole bunch of babies. Nigga, what? And if we did, this is our system. So we should be able to partake in anything that we build. That's why when a motherfucker get to talking that racial pride, I be like, yeah, but y'all didn't build the country though. So you can have your little flags and walk around and whatever racial group you are, but you didn't build the country. You're here for unearned benefits. So you're here basically, you're a freeloader. Because your parents did not build this country. Well, how's that? You know how many fucking books I got? I don't see no motherfucking Afro-Latinos in there. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you something, man. You gotta love, live life, educate yourself, and don't fuck with motherfuckers that ain't about educating themselves. If you fucking with a motherfucker and they got the same story about what they shoulda, coulda, woulda, or trying to do, and they're not moving forward, they still in the hamster wheel, get away from them. All they gonna do is hate on you anyway, tell you everything you doing is fucked up. When really they ain't got no plan in place for themselves. There's a lot of people like that that's out here in this world. They don't have no plan for themselves. They're resting their hairs and hats and careers on other people's success. So if there's this where you, no, not really, that's their success. So what do you plan on doing individually? But a lot of people don't plan on doing a motherfucking thing but hustling, finessing, sitting around, seeing who they can finesse, and begging. I'm telling you. You got the same 24 hours that everybody else got. Use it wisely. I'm not saying I read all day, every day, but I try to have a book in my hand and read as much as I can. And I'm not fucking playing around because I want to learn about this shit. Because history repeats itself, opportunities don't. So while you think, no, it's going to repeat itself, but nigga, if you don't put yourself in a position where you can handle business, then you going to be fucked just like all other commoners. The deaf, dumb, and blind motherfuckers. But man, I thought I'd hit you up with a funky ass Memorial Day special. Cause to me, I feel like it's a scam-demic. They keep talking about the coronavirus. It's like, nigga, it's hot as fuck now. So what can the coronavirus do? But if you're making it and you're injecting it in people's bodies and keeping the shit alive, there's no telling what the fuck the government got planned. These are the same people in the medical apartheid that they infected mosquitoes with diseases and dropped the mosquitoes over tropical areas where there was a lot of native blacks. Come on, man. This isn't by coincidence. That's what I'm telling motherfuckers. The FBI, they about to investigate such and such. Is he white? Well, he's probably not going to get that much time. Because the people that are in law enforcement, they are negative and they are racist, white supremacists as well. They not for no niggas. Ain't no group for no niggas. I've yet to see a group just stand on, no, that's fucked up what's been happening to black people. That's fucked up. They're like, they're the entertaining people of this world. But we treat them like shit. Nobody will talk about that. Everybody will go over that like that doesn't exist or that never happened. Just like motherfucker act like we didn't build the country. Motherfuckers will sit up there and look at you like Joe Biden and be like, oh, well, immigrants built it. Nigga, what? So Donald Trump says black people built this country, and fucking Joe Biden, who's the Democrat who's supposed to be for niggas, says, oh, well, immigrants built this country. Y'all marinate on this. What the fuck are you doing to educate yourself and protecting your neck and making sure the people around you understand what page you on? I'm telling you right now, Memorial Day, Labor Day, all these holidays, this is about money. Go out and buy food and buy drinks and do whatever. This is about money. This isn't about no fucking holiday. Because if it was about a holiday, they'd give it off to everyone. The government would force every job to give it off to every employee. They would force them, but you know what they're going to do? They get money to be made. Slave wages to be paid. Remember that. So when you're sitting around a motherfucking coon, just get the fuck away from him. You don't want that coon spirit rubbing off on you. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening and subscribing. Like I said, this shit is not for everybody. I don't do this for everybody. I suggest you listen to me while you're at work. It makes more sense when you're at work. Why you say that? Because it's the truth. Because while you're at work and you're listening to me, I'm going to be telling you certain things that you notice. Just like a motherfucker always all up in your face smiling with you, and then you notice they be smiling with a lot of people, particularly people you may not even fuck with. Watch those motherfuckers. You can't be everybody's friend. Life is not designed for you to be everybody's friend at the corporate plantation. It just doesn't work. And like I said, all you motherfuckers that got the European passport to education, right on. Handle business. But do it with dignity, respect, humbleness, and each one teach 21. So if you know somebody that don't got no degree, they looking, or they don't even got no degree, don't just come up on them talking about they need to get back in school, man. That's not their thing. See, we think we get this European passport, the degree, and for some sort of reason, we think we better than everybody. That shit don't mean shit. They will put a motherfucking nigga straight off of Adams and H, basically, damn near where the homeless, damn near down the street from the homeless shelter. They'll pull one of those motherfuckers, dress them all up, make them shave. He could be doing black tar heroin in the bathroom. That motherfucker still be your boss telling you what the fuck to do. Remember that. I worked around it. I've seen it. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. I appreciate everybody that's, getting into the antics of reading and understanding what life is about and not just going off of what somebody told you it was about. So I appreciate that. And I definitely appreciate the motherfuckers that's handling business, that's pushing the culture forward and just handling business and not trying to get in between motherfuckers that are part of Native Black society. Like, I don't like those people that come in between it and try to break it apart. I don't like that. I don't like that. Those are agent provocateurs that need to be called out and set aside. Like, hey, come here, motherfucker. Call that motherfucker. Hey, this motherfucker you don't want to deal with. Y'all look at him and carry, you don't do it. And then boom, carry off. Now get the fuck out of here. You kicked off the set. That's what needs to be happening. It's all this smiling and grinning and smiling with each other and all that other shit. Hey, fuck out of here. But hey, man, I appreciate it. Everybody listening and subscribing. If you're going to church and you're playing the Cesare Borgia, you're not getting any power from that. You better go get you some voodoo or some voodoo in your life. That's what I'm going to study. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening. Hey, man, I hope y'all have a cool Memorial Day. I'm going to try to get back on tomorrow. If you're out there trying to get some barbecue and the nigga that's over the goddamn barbecue pit is flipping the wings, putting the sauce, and the nigga like, so you want a hot link? Guilty, nigga. Now I'm out. Peace.